Hello, hello, hello. Okay, I'm back. I want to see if it got fixed though. Is it fixed? Can you hear me? Who's knocking? Moayed. Is that how I say it? Moayed? Moayed? Can you hear me? Is the mic working okay? Okay, mic's working okay. Mo. Okay, Mo. I got you, bro. Hold on. My hair's all messed up. Let me get a hat. How's everything doing? Everything's fine. I have a meeting with my bigger client later today, who I'm doing advanced SEO and like way more automations with his platform that he used to run his commercial HVAC business, which is a little different than what Kai Stone is doing, which I think a lot of people who follow me know Kai Stone's thing. I just didn't want to copy it exactly, so I'm kind of trying to go deeper with his business and do more advanced stuff. What are you doing, dude? Are you doing the same thing, like just the websites and like GHL? Lead capture. So are you doing the GHL things then and website? Because I guess that could be considered as okay, AI receptionist. I've tried AI receptionist as well. It didn't really go well for me cold calling, but it was I think it's pretty cool. I think if people use more AI receptionists, they would definitely do better. Okay, just the receptionist. What do you charge? I 650 a month. Wow. Okay. How many clients do you have? That's kind of expensive. Yeah, bro, I'm gonna be honest, 650 a month for AI receptionist might be tough because I cold called like 1,500 people trying to do the AI receptionist thing. And it just I don't know, it didn't work out that well for me. Just it was so hard because most people just haven't a lot of people haven't heard of it, and some people just think automatically you say AI receptionist, and then they're just like, "Oh, it's a robot," and they want to have the human connection, but they don't know that it sounds like an actual human. So you kind of got to get them to test it, and I would definitely do that for free if you haven't. Uh, and 650 might be uh, a little high for home service on something that they don't even trust. Uh, let's see. You haven't told anyone the price. Didn't get there yet. Yeah, bro. I don't know. 650 is kind of a lot for an AI receptionist. I would maybe like I've even thought about including an AI receptionist in my package for 297 for the regular leads. But like even with my current clients, I've tried to like upsell them or not even upsell them, just to get them to try it out, and they just don't even want to, which is weird to me. They didn't want to try the AI receptionist. I kind of want to see the quality of this audio really quick. That's interesting. Yeah, it is interesting. I think over time, um, over time, I think as more people start to integrate like AI and the receptionist, they're gonna start to go on board. Um, But until everyone's got it, just like how the internet came around and everyone was skeptical and they still wanted to be on paper and not be online because that's how they've always done business, and now everyone's trying to get on the internet 20 years later. So I don't know how long it's gonna take. Maybe people will adopt it, sooner, but, that's at least how it's been for me. Yeah. Okay, hold on, I wanna try the audio out on this. Or like how the first social media agencies were? Yeah, kind of. Except I think the first social media agencies didn't blow up as fast because I don't think everyone was on the internet quite like they are today. So, um, I literally think like any teenager or like someone who's in high school or kinda like maybe just got out of college, like young people hear about like selling AI websites to home service businesses, and there's like a million people doing it. I've looked on YouTube. It's actually insane how like how many kids are cold calling to do it. Um, which I don't really know what to think of it, to be honest. Oh, okay, now I have it. Okay, the audio is clear. That's pretty cool. Wow. Mo, do you think I should become a streamer? Just like screw the business, start streaming if you're still here. You should. Yeah, I feel like it'd be pretty fun, but I also think that it would be just as hard. Like to be one of the biggest streamers, it's gonna be just as hard as like running a business because it does become a business eventually. So at the highest level, it's essentially gonna be the same. So you just gotta push through the part that's difficult. Streaming's way harder than running a business. It's making money from it. Yeah, I mean, making a lot of money from it, maybe. Um, I think it would be harder to make your first dollar streaming than like cold calling and selling a website. But I think if you're trying to get to like bigger numbers, like six figures a month streaming, it's gonna be just as hard as getting to like six figures a month selling websites. Let's see. Dude, how did we go from just spike to yeah, it's easier to make money because you're providing value rather than relying on people's donations. Yeah, I mean, true, but there's a lot more ways to make money from streaming other than the donations. Like, it doesn't just have to be subs. Like, if you start streaming and you start blowing up, you start getting brand deals and stuff. So, I think they probably make a lot more money from brand deals, I think, um, on like this. Hold on. Why would it be restricted? Oh, new person in the chat. It's Okarumo. Had to join on my alt? What? Why is my stream getting restricted? Let's see. Content featuring minors with an adult present. Bro, what? Does YouTube not know that I'm an adult? Do I have to verify my identity? Hormozy? Yep, there he is. Actually, my MacBook's on a Hormozy book. And I have the other three, like right behind it. My camera's sitting on it though. Not just Hormozy though. I've literally everyone, dude. I don't know why it's showing up as restricted. Russell Brunson's books all here as well. Gold. I prefer the Hormozy books to be honest, but the Russell Brunson ones are good too. And then behind this thing, I actually have like I have a million books on the other side of this, like on the floor by my bed. I think YouTube thinks you're the minor and Hormozy's the adult. That actually might be true. Hold on, how do I? Uh, it isn't set to made for kids. So what's going on? Let me see. Do I need to verify my identity with YouTube? Huh. It says I do. I honestly don't know if I have done that yet. How do I check? Bro. Oh, what up, bro? Dude, it's translating your thing into like Chinese. Or dude, what? Doug Nadal. What's up, man? How are you? I wonder if you can still hear me. Ooh, got a like on the stream. I bought the Money Models book because of you. Haven't stopped watching Hormozy since. Bro, that's awesome. Hell yeah. Thought your obsession was crazy at first. Now I get it, lol. Yes, dude. Everyone gets it after they start going down the Hormozy rabbit hole. Oh, yes. Oh my gosh. I'm going viral. There's 5 viewers and 3 likes. It's like I just got red pilled. Yeah, dude. It is. Ooh, 7 viewers. Let's go. Going viral. Yo, like, subscribe, share, gift the subs, chat. Oh, this is actually so fun, dude. Interactive is way more fun than making videos, just like talking to the camera. Now I feel like I'm actually talking to people. Hold on, is the video still showing up as restricted? Do you guys know? It's good for me now. Okay. Let's see. Okay, awesome. It's good now. Okay, cool. All right, well, Mo and Doug, I don't really know what to do on the stream, to be honest, because I feel like I can't cold call. So what would be something that I could do on a live stream that would be somewhat valuable or like help you guys out? Cold DMs. No, dude, I'm not writing manual cold DMs. I would just have Claude do it, bro. I can show you guys my anti-gravity setup actually. Let me see. How do I share my screen? How do you guys use Claude? Do you guys do anti-gravity just in the Claude in the desktop browser or what? If you're even using Claude actually. I should be asking how you guys are using AI. Just use the browser version. Okay, Mo, let me put you on, man. Check this out. Let me see. Yeah, we can do this. Screen 2. Okay, can you see this, Mo? Okay, yeah. So what I would do is if you're, like, really interested in, like, building out agents and skills and, like, automating as much as possible, is I would go watch, Nick Saraev's video. Hold on, let me do this one here. This exact video. I would go watch this Claude Code full course 4 hours, and it'll show you how to set up anti-gravity. Because in anti-gravity, you can basically edit all of these different files, and then Claude basically just has way more context to pull from when answering, your prompts. So you can get, like, way, way better output, and you can automate stuff too. So you can literally just talk to it. You open a new chat just like in the browser, and then uh, you can basically just type in here, just like you would do in the browser, except it can reference all of these files here. What is anti-gravity? It's like this harness text editor thing where you can manage all of your files. Let me get an official Google definition. Anti-gravity platform. Agentic development and multi-agent orchestration platform designed to let AI agents autonomously plan, code, test, and execute complex end-to-end tasks. So that's what anti-gravity is. I've never really coded anything big with Claude other than maybe a Roblox game, lol. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to do big coding. Like none of this is coding. I have Python scripts in here for like some things, like my editing of the content, like all the short form clips that have been going out on like my Instagram. Are you guys do you guys follow my Instagram or like the shorts or TikTok? And I'll answer your question now, Doug. I just want to know if you guys are on the Instagram. See them all the time. Okay, yeah. So you've been seeing those. I don't even make those videos. Like it is fully autonomous. Uh I believe both TikTok and IG. Okay. I'm assuming that means you're on TikTok and or you follow my TikTok and Instagram. But the all of those videos going out, I don't make any of those. Like Claude does the whole thing, which is like unbelievably cool. And then these are all my different files. Like I've been doing a lot of stuff in Claude that has not been growing my MRR at all, but it is pretty cool. Like let me pull up the Obsidian. Uh, my this is my AI Intel pipeline. I'll show you guys. Here you go. Can you guys see this? Oh, we have 5 viewers now. Let's see who's in the chat. Type in the chat if you're here. Okay. Okay, awesome, you can. So look, these are all different files in like one big Claude brain, and this is like one massive file in my Claude CEO folder. So this is my AI Intel pipeline, which is like pretty insane. And it just makes connections between the different files, which makes like token usage more efficient. This brain thing really just looks fancy. It doesn't really do anything. You can kind of like mess it around. But so how I've set it up is this agent pulled from like 40 different sources of like senior developers, Nick Sarayev, Nate Herc, people posting AI content like on YouTube. And then it puts it into one massive document and then separates it into like these bite-sized chunks things here. Like this one's a Jack Roberts one, and then it links to different documents here. And then I get a Slack notification. If I had my phone, I would show you what it looks like of different things I could be implementing in my Claude CEO folder that would be worth, adding on, like or updating my system in some way that makes token usage more efficient or like some automation that will allow me to do something with the YouTube API. I have no idea, but it sends me a text message or a Slack message every single day telling me like what I should update and how long it would take and why it would be worth it, and then the risks of updating that thing as well, which I think is pretty cool. Let's see, 5 people in the chat. I wonder who it is. If you're watching this, type something in the chat, say hello. I'm curious to see who it would be. Oh, and let me get to your question, Doug, if you're still here. Share your pricing and what your thought process is. I currently run a monthly retainer at 3 different prices, but I'm wondering if I should charging an upfront charge. Um, I don't do anything I don't do an upfront payment, but for, um, let me think. I believe 4 of my clients are on 197 a month, and then one of them is on 650 a month for, like, advanced SEO, and I'm working with him on, like, like, more advanced, SEO stuff. Alright, see you, Mo. And then for the other people, they're just getting websites and, like, those lead capture systems for 197, which I upped the price to 297, and then one of my clients I got a few months ago paid upfront for the year. How is the delivery to the customer of the agents? I don't really have any agents that I give to my customers. All my customers are getting, like, basic GHL workflows. Let me see, 3 viewers, and nice to see you, Hyperade. What's your name, dude? What can I Hyperade. Man, live streaming is way more fun than making videos. 17 views, that's interesting. Alright, let me stop sharing my screen. Actually, let's go see if Hormozy started streaming yet, and you can see my YouTube analytics here. 733 subscribers. Content. It's doing alright. My most viewed video is still this Hormozy. I reverse engineered Hormozy's frameworks. This one did pretty well. Uh, see. Why can't I hear anything? Oh, there we go. I can hear now. Oh, this is so funny. Okay. I really wish I knew like what I could do on lives to make it more interactive and useful. I think I just need to get more clients so I can share more value, have more credibility to get like a bigger following. Have you considered running paid ads or pivoting to cold email SMS? No, definitely not going to do cold email and cold SMS. I might add it like additionally, but I think cold calling is a lot better. I tried cold email a while ago and it just didn't really work. Um, I might have just been doing it wrong, but I was sending out like 1,000 emails a day and I tried a whole bunch of different things. Cold SMS is technically illegal, so I don't even want to touch that. And running paid ads, 100% going to do that. Just not yet. I don't quite wanna do that, like, just yet. What I do wanna do, and Doug, if you're still here, you can tell me what you think of this. I'll tell you since you're here. I haven't said this on YouTube or Instagram yet, but what I wanna do is I wanna do Hormozy's Rule of 100 in the leads book and basically, like, record the entire thing. So I'll cold call for, like, 3 or 4 hours a day, and then Claude will take that video, it'll be published as a long form YouTube video, like the full 4 hours, and it'll just bleep out, like, sensitive information about the people I'm cold calling, and then Claude will clip that up and post out all of uh, all the clips as well. So it's gonna be posting with, like, high quality clips because I filter through it a little bit. It'll be like a 1 clip every single hour of the day on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok, which I think will be, pretty good. And obviously, the clipping system will get better as I continue to use it. What do you think about that, Doug? if you're here. And Doug's gone. Or maybe he's typing. Let me see what it looks like on my channel actually now that I've gone live. I need to change this thumbnail. I think it's really smart as long as you manually review clips at first to make sure there's some sort of value. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't know how valuable the cold calling clips can really be. I guess my whole goal with like the personal brand, sorry, and documenting this whole thing is just to like show people what it's actually like to go through this. Because I feel like not I haven't really seen anyone who's quite done that. Maybe like I think Iman Gaji has done it kind of, but I kind of just wanted to show more of like the beginning stages because people like I would just use Hormozy as the example because that's who I always use. But like I wish he had documented like driving across the country to start those first gyms because that would have been like I think that would have been really cool to watch. And so that's really what I'm trying to do. Obviously, I don't know if I can ever become as big as Hormozy, but you know, we'll see how it goes. And I do manually review the clips, by the way. So I go through. I have like this thing that I've built out where I basically just click approve or I give feedback, and then if I give feedback, it just goes back into the beginning of the pipeline. Agreed. Haven't really seen that journey documented. Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to do. Um, and I have honestly been trying my best to like document as much as I can of like valuable stuff and like just what I'm doing just like on these first early videos. I'm currently documenting my journey too. I'm on day 15. Why'd you take the message away, Winky? That's awesome, bro. Are you doing it on Instagram, YouTube? What are you doing? You're good, bro. Yo, man, how's the business doing right now? Business is doing fine. I can pull up my Stripe. I'm at 1,500 MRR, and I've almost made $10,000 from the business. I made 197 yesterday. This is what it looks like. I haven't been cold calling as much as I should be because I've been planning out this like cold calling blitz, which is I think gonna be pretty big if it works out how I want it to. No, I'm just getting vids. I can send them to you in school if you want. I don't know how to edit. Dude, you don't have to edit. What are you recording on? Are you recording on your phone or are you recording on like your computer? Yo, what's your service right now? What's your niche? So I'm doing websites and like lead capture for websites and lead capture for home service businesses, which is like some basic GHL automations that they're getting. And then for my one client who's paying me $650 a month, I'm doing advanced SEO and I'm integrating like deep into his platforms that he uses to run his business, which is service site and an eco track. So that's more of the direction I'm trying to go in and go higher ticket instead of lower ticket. Like the 297 thing, I think it's cool, but I think that a lot of people are getting into it. So it's a lot easier if I can provide like $10,000 of value to someone rather than just get them like a few leads a month through a basic website and a GHL automation. Sick man, keep it up. Thank you, Nude. If I if I said that right, Nod, Nude. I don't know. Just joined back. Are you running ads soon? Uh, I don't know if I'm gonna run ads soon. I have a lot of work that I'm busy doing for my bigger client, the commercial HVAC client. Um, So I'm doing SEO and deeper integrations with him, which I would rather do and get his referrals and then get like because what I'm doing for him is gonna be worth, like, thousands of dollars a month instead of just, like, 297. And yes, ads, I would definitely start doing ads if I had, like, a product in place that I know I could confidently sell to other people. Right now, I've made it clear with him that I hold on, let me stop screen sharing. I've made it clear with him that I'm still learning, like, how to do the advanced SEO, and we have it set up pretty well. He's getting a few, like, pretty good leads every week. And then it's ads is definitely the fastest way to scale something like this, but I don't have something that I'm like 100% sure. I don't have like a product that I can 100% like package in a way that I could sell it yet. For the advanced one, for the basic website and GHL automations, that one's not that hard. I just would need a cold call, and I hate cold calling to be honest. But I am planning on doing that cold calling blitz. Okay, let me read the chat now. I use OBS on computer for videos. Uh, JS, just me cold calling and stuff. Bro, start posting. What are you scared of? Don't hold it back. Like imagine you turn out to be a great success. You wanna post that stuff. You want people to be seeing it. My bro at it again, legend. What's up, Thomas? How you doing? Let me read Doug's comment. I'm in a fortunate situation where once I graduate college, I can live at home. But part of me is thinking moving on my own and changing my environment can be so beneficial in terms of no distractions. Bro, I'm literally thinking about doing the same thing. Just being in my hometown and like having like my friends around and stuff over the summer has like killed my productivity. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like I love all my friends. Um, but just, like, being in the environment where they can text me and, like, wanna play pickleball, like, right away, um, has been pretty distracting for me, which is why I've made less progress MRR-wise over the summer. So I definitely would recommend moving out of your hometown and going somewhere on your own. But obviously, if you don't have the money, you can stay at home and save up, which is kinda what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get to an MRR where I could be comfortable, like, moving out, to, like I don't even know yet. I was thinking Vegas, to be honest, because guess who lives in Vegas? Anyway, would 100% recommend moving out of your hometown and just getting into a new environment. That's definitely beneficial. Um, you see, I've been trying to run ads for the standard website lead capture review offers, but I can't figure it out. Nothing works. Um, well, it definitely works. I'm gonna be honest. You probably just this is no offense to you, but like you probably just don't know how to do it. I haven't done it either, so it probably wouldn't work for me either. And I've watched a lot of meta ads videos where people say like the first $3,000 or $4,000 you're just gonna lose because you need to learn. But I would definitely like Hormozy says replicate before you iterate. So I would look at ads that people have been running for a while, like 30 days or 60 days. Except with Andromeda, most people are cycling their ads way faster because you need like fresh content. Oh wow, 10 viewers. Type in the chat. Type in the chat if you're new. Say hello. I'm curious to see who's here. You meta ads definitely work, bro. Just replicate before you iterate. So copy winning ads that you can see are clearly working for other people. Obviously, don't copy it word for word, but like main idea. And then you can iterate once you've done that enough times, and you get it working. Got you. I'll start posting soon, but I'm 15 and scared my school will find out. Bro, if you go back to my earliest content, it was like in 2024, I think, and I started posting on TikTok. I was so afraid that people from my school would find out, and some of them did, but and like some of them made fun of it or whatever. But the truth is, like nobody really cares. Like they're gonna see it and they're gonna make fun of you. Like maybe if they see you in class, or they'll like text you something. You're like, bro, the content you post is so cringe. Like, who cares? Do you really want to be like them? Like most of them are gonna end up nowhere. So I wouldn't value their opinion at all. That's kind of how I think about it. Anyone who's making fun of you for making content and like trying to grow a business and make money, or improve yourself, like just completely disregard their opinion because they're not going anywhere. And I would definitely start posting. TT, I don't know what that means. LMAO, I ditched all my friends as soon as I graduated. Hey, if it worked for you, then that's good. I didn't really ditch my friends. They just go to college like an hour away, so it is better for my productivity when everyone's in college and over the summer everyone is back. So I was kind of distracted a bunch. Yeah, I've never run ads before. See, that makes sense. I would just keep trying. Uh, Goated advice. Thank you, bro. This is actually fun, dude. Do you guys like the live streams? Is live stream content good? I don't know if I could just do this for like 1 hour a day. I feel like it would be pretty fun. Goated advice. Yeah, I honestly just changed my circle. Yeah, if you look at like anyone's top advice, it would be to like change the people you compare yourself to, which most of the time is your friends in your close circle. How much time did it take you to get your first client after locking in? I just finished high school and going to college this year. My major isn't that hard, so I'll definitely have some time to lock in. To be honest, I got my first client like my second day cold calling. But that's not to like I don't wanna set, like, unclear expectations. Before that, like, when I was 16 years old, I went door to door mowing lawns for people for, like, an entire summer, so I already got a lot of sales experience there, and then I did video editing for, a lady named Patrice Moore, who actually won Hormozy School Games, which was pretty cool, and I was doing content for her, and she was paying me to, like, manage her YouTube and stuff, and then after that, I ran, like, a marketing company selling fiber optic internet door to door, so I have quite a lot of like, a decent amount of sales experience, and I'm decent at talking to people, so, if it's, like, your first time ever doing outreach, I would literally just do the rule of 100, which is in the $100 million leads book, and if you haven't gotten that, please go get it, or if you don't have money to get the book, go to, acq.com. I'll show you guys, and I'm gonna read the chat now. One sec. ACQ dot oh, hold on. There we go. If you don't have money to get the leads book, you can literally do the full course for free on acquisition.com, and you'll learn everything here. So if you're just starting out, I would definitely do the leads book, and then do the offers book as well, if you're starting out. And then, I mean, if you really want to, you can read the money models, or do the course. I just don't think the money models one is gonna help you out that much if you're just starting out, to be honest. You just gotta get people to pay you. You gotta get people's credit card, and you need to get them to give you money for some value that you provided them, and I would focus on that first, and if you haven't done that yet, I would do leads and offers, and then, like, study the shit out of this, and then sorry, cussing, sorry, I'm gonna get demonetized. I'm not even monetized yet, it doesn't matter, and then once you've done these, I would just copy everything Hormozy does, or says to do, which is kinda what I did, and then you can get more advanced and fancy with, like, money models. Okay, let me read the chat now. Let's see. Uh, but also, okay, 1 second. To M Lug, to give you like my genuine advice. If you're, what are you going to college for? What's your major? If you're still here, and I'll answer everyone else's questions. While M Lug is getting back to me. Didn't like the person I was becoming when I was surrounded by them. Yeah, dude, then it 100% makes sense get a new circle. Your environment is the number one predictor of behavior. So if you wanna change something about yourself, change your environment first. That's definitely where I'd look. Yeah, dude, we love this. Appreciate you, Mo. Thank you, man. Tell us more about the fiber biz. What happened? Why did you stop? Okay, I'll get back to that in a second. Do you recommend a channel to learn about the back end? I'm starting with $0. What do you mean, Hyperade recommend a channel, like a YouTube channel? Um, yeah, I've already listened to the $100 million offers. Architecture. Architecture, what do you oh, your major. Oh, Hormozy's live, boys. Hold on. Oh, no. His live is sideways. I'm gonna get back to your questions now, one sec. Look at this. Wrong way, Alex. Sorry, babe, Hormozy's live, that's so real. Dude, my ex-girlfriend used to I literally used to, like, talk about him all the time. I'm pretty sure she cheated on me because I didn't FaceTime her because I was working. Okay, one sec. I'm not gonna you guys can tune into that if you want, but I'll answer everyone's questions now. Let me see. Do you recommend a channel to learn about the back end? Okay, so back end in what sense? What do you mean on back end? A YouTuber, dude, the same people I always go to or recommend is Alex Hormozy. So, I mean, everyone knows who that is. Let's go. Alex Hormozy, 100% recommend him. Like, if you haven't watched anyone and you're just getting into entrepreneurship or business, I would 100% watch Hormozy. And then I would do Nick Sarayev and Nate Herc for AI content. So for Claude Code and anything like that, I would definitely go and watch these two guys, Nate Herc and Nick Sarayev. Uh, and then I kind of broke down because I started this with I didn't really have any money when I was starting this. Like I had a little bit from the fiber business, and I'll break that down now, Mo. But I didn't really spend that much money starting this, just the $97 on Go High Level, and then I was just calling people on my phone. Um, let me see, architecture. Yeah, bro. I mean, to be honest, I would if you want to do architecture, then I would stay in college and I would do it. But like just starting a business on the side to make money is going to be so much more work than you think. And it would probably be, uh, I don't know, it would probably take away from how much you're getting out of architecture if you're trying to run a business, and it might literally be more efficient to like get a job, like a sales job. You could go do door to doors or something and make a lot of money. Just if you go for like a week or something like over Christmas. Um, let me take off the screen share thing. Okay. Fiber business, what happened? Why did you stop? Okay, so I'll give you the rundown on the fiber business. So I was editing content for that lady Patrice Moore who won the school games. I can actually pull up her channel. Hold on. Sorry, I'm going on a lot of tangents. You can probably see my ADHD. Let me show you. This is relevant, by the way, to the fiber story. Okay, so I was editing videos for this girl, Patrice Moore, who's now making like 100K a month. And I was doing just managing the YouTube and doing like thumbnails and the videos and stuff. And then while I was doing that, I actually came across this guy on Instagram. In his bio, it said he made like 100K or like 500K from a marketing agency. And I DM'd him and asked him how. You're the GOAT. Thank you. Uh, I just remember that. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to see if I'm behind on the chat or if I'm good on the fiber business. Is it lagging? Is it still good, guys? Can you tell me? Is it lagging at all? Anyone? It's not lagging? Okay, okay, I'll continue. So I was editing the videos for her, school games winner, and then I found the guy on Instagram and I DM'd him how he did it. And then he said, I'll fly you out to Alabama and I'll show you how. And then it was door to door selling fiber optic internet through like another company. The Wi-Fi company pays out the marketing company like per deal, and then you get like your commission. It was commission only, and that was honestly so valuable for me. Like, not only did I make like $17,000 the first month, I also just I got volume, like, drilled into my head. Like, I'd been watching Hormozy for, like, 2 years before that, and I knew, like, volume negates luck, volume, 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 but I'd never actually, like, experienced it or had to, like, actually put out volume to make money, and that was the first time I ever had to do it, and it was in, like, 100 degrees, out in the hot Alabama sun, knocking doors, talking to people who didn't want anything to do with you. They don't want you on their literally had guns pulled on me, and, like, people threatened me and call the cops and all that stuff. Um just to make a Wi-Fi sale, which is, interesting. And then over that summer, I recruited and trained, 7 or 8, other people, and then when you recruit someone in, like, a sales company like that, you get a commission off of their sales, and then obviously there's, like, incentives and stuff, and every 50 deals, I would, like, increase their deal, like, $50. So over that summer, I ended up making, like, $40,000, which was really nice. That's the most amount of money I ever made, in a business, which is interesting because every single business I started, I made more money than the last one. So, like, or I learned a different skill. So, like, the first thing I ever did was, like, raking in the fall when I was, like, 16, and then right after that, I did, lawn mowing, also when I was 16 and 17, and then after the lawn mowing, I was like, "This is really low leverage." I just read 1 sec. Let me see if this is no, I mean, everyone thinks it's like a pyramid MLM thing. It is technically. Hold on, I'm muted. Pyramid scheme is you pay to enter the thing. This is just commission-based sales, but yeah, a lot of people did say like pyramid scheme MLM, but everyone made their money, everyone got commission. And then you're incentivized to hire people because you get a commission off of them. But you also have to pay for their Airbnbs. You also have to train them how to sell. Um, it's it's pretty it was legit. The people that I worked with were legit. But the whole reason I got out of it actually was because exactly that. Like, even though I was ethical, I didn't like push anything. I wasn't like just trying to like shove product down people's throat and like just trying to get my commission. Like, I was genuine. I was making sure everyone understood the full package and everything. And I taught all my reps to do the same thing. But just for being in door to door or like anything similar, like salesy, like high ticket sales or like car salesman or door to door, everyone automatically will associate you with like the what is it? Like the stereotype of like a salesman. So the whole reason I got out of it, like I was making a lot of money and I just left completely because I didn't want to be associated with that right away. So if I told people like, oh, I started this door to door company and I got to $100 million a year, yes, like, top business owners aren't gonna care, but, like, everyone else who's watching is just gonna automatically think, like, pyramid scheme, scammer, sleazy salesperson, so I just don't want that reputation at all, so I was like, "I'm gonna get out of this, and I'm gonna do an online business that's legit and doesn't have any, like, negative connotations surrounding it," because even if you are an ethical salesperson and you're you're genuinely not scamming people, you're not scamming your reps, whatever, people just are gonna associate you with the people who do. But yeah. But oh, back to what I was saying. Video editing had more leverage to me or in my mind than like mowing lawns. So I was thinking, okay, mowing lawns in Colorado, which is where I live, is seasonal. So I can only do it for like 3 months out of the year. So I need to figure out a way that I can make money all year round, which would be video editing. I only ended up doing it for like a few months. I learned it for like three months, and then I did it for like 3 or 4 months. And I literally like when I got into video editing, I used the lawn money that I made the previous summer to buy a new MacBook, so that I could handle, like, Premiere Pro and After Effects, and then for 3 months, I literally spent, like, every waking hour of the day just learning, video editing. So I didn't see my friends at lunch at school. There was this one teacher in class, her name was Mrs. McGowan. She's actually subscribed to my YouTube channel, so it would be interesting if she saw this one day. But she let me edit videos in her classroom at lunch when my friends were like in the cafeteria or whatever, and I just had my AirPods in and I was editing videos through lunch. I was like 40 minutes late to like math every single day, which was like college trig or something because I was busy editing or getting on Zoom with my client. And I just had no care in the world for trigonometry, so I was doing that, and the reason I got into it was because it was higher leverage, which, let me go get this book. This one. The Almanac of Naval Ravikant. So this one's actually really good as well. There's like a whole section on wealth, and then there's a whole section on happiness. So it's like understanding wealth creation, building judgment, and then learning happiness, saving yourself, philosophy, yada yada yada. And then he has a whole bunch of recommended books in here, which is really good. So if you guys want a book, that's not Hormozy. The Almanac of Naval Ravikant by Eric Jorgensen is really good. And the main thing is he talks about leverage, or that was like the biggest takeaway for me. I actually made a video about it. There's 4 different kinds of leverage. Let me see. This is going to be embarrassing going back to my earliest YouTube videos. They're still embarrassing, I'm not going to lie, but like these things, blow up your bank account using media. You can't see that. Look, I don't know if you guys have even gone this far back on my channel. Let me see. Check this out. Can you guys see this? Is everyone still here? There's 5 people watching, I think. Type in the chat if you're here. Yep, Mo. Man, so consistent. Appreciate you, Mo. And Hyperade. Let's go. Okay, you guys see this? Look at this. This is me talking about why video editing was high leverage, which is funny.
If you want to build wealth using media, learning video editing is one of the most powerful ways to do it. Why? Because media is permissionless leverage. You don't need anyone's approval to start creating value and get paid for it. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I'm going to use video editing to grow other people's brands and allow me to tap into the wealth being created online. Simply put, permissionless leverage means you don't need anyone's permission to create value. Unlike needing capital to start a business, with media, all you need is a camera, an editing software, and the internet. From there, you can distribute, create, and grow without having to rely on anyone else. And here's
okay, so obviously you can go watch that video if you want to, but like you can see how I was thinking back then. I was also 17 at that point. Like I was making videos like over a year ago. This one's even the start of something big. This is when I started a school community. I actually have started a school community before, when I started that TikTok, my first TikTok page, and I was like teaching about books and stuff. One of them was Make It Stick. I think I might have mentioned the Almanac of Naval Ravikant on there. I don't know, but that's what I was doing. And then here's me in my rebellious not going to college phase, like when I was 17, which ended up being true. So I was right all along. I predicted this when I was like 16 years old that I wasn't going to college. But yeah, you can see these earlier videos of what I was doing. This was literally like during lunch.
these lessons
I went
can be
home to record
focused
this
on
video from school.
how to win friends and influence people, but specifically,
Yeah, you can see like this is I think almost 2 years ago. 17th of September 2024. Let me see. Yeah. These are the books I was reading 2 years ago. Think and Grow Rich, Almanac of Naval Ravikant. I actually got Think and Grow Rich when I was like 14 years old. I've been reading this stuff for like a long time, and I only started applying it when I was like 16, and then every time I've gotten a little better. I commented on this video, "Can I succeed on YouTube in 8 months?" And fuck off. Yeah, bro, that was like I put a lot of effort into that video, to be honest. This one here. This is when I thought I was gonna go all in on YouTube, and then my plan completely changed. Which was interesting. We can watch like the intro or something. Hold on.
Yeah. If you knew what I knew, you could get 10 million views a video.
Succeeding on YouTube is obviously really difficult, but as Mr. B said, it's all about knowledge, which means it's not impossible. So if I dedicate 8 months to learning as much as I can about YouTube, can I become a successful YouTuber? Well, that's what I'm going to find out. And in this video,
So to be honest, when I was making this video, I actually had no idea like what I was even going to be posting about. I was going to be posting about books and stuff, I think. Nice username, nude. Yeah, so I had no idea what I was doing at that point. I was kind of just trying to figure it out as I go. Um, let's see. Okay, there's 7 people watching right now. Yo, guys, if you're in the chat, let me know. I know Nude and Mo are here. Only weird to pronounce in English. Haha. Yeah, that's okay. Type in the chat if you're not Mo and Nude and Hyperade so I can know who's here. Do some cold calls. Ibrimidula. Yeah, bro, I'm gonna figure out how to do the cold calls live. I think that would be better. But I need to like build something in Claude where it like goes through. It's like a delayed feed, so like delayed so that Claude can like bleep out sensitive information. Because I don't want to like give away my phone number or like anyone's private information. I want to stay compliant and like respect the people that I'm calling. Yeah. So that's kind of why that's why I've done these ones here where Claude like goes through and blurs stuff out. It like bleeps. I built that in Claude as well. What are your plans with the business? Okay, so I'm slightly like I don't know, split between like 2 different ways that I could go with this. Are you using Second Brain for Claude? I don't exactly know what you mean, but I do have like a lot of Claude stuff here. I don't know if you were on the stream when I was showing everyone this. This is like my AI Intel pipeline on Obsidian. Micro SaaS idea, not gonna lie. What do you mean, Mo? Like I could sell that? Holy crap. Yeah. This is one thing on my Claude, which is insane. This is my AI Intel pipeline. So like agents, the the blurring thing. Oh yeah, I built that in Claude to blur sensitive. I don't know if it actually blurs anything on my screen, but it does bleep phone numbers, address, and like last names and stuff. But I think I should probably build in blurring. Let's see. Anyway, what are your plans with the business, Nude? Okay. So I'm a little split, to be honest. So I do kind of need to pick a direction, which is either going like more in depth with my one bigger client who's like a commercial HVAC business, and I'm doing like way more automations for him in advanced SEO, or just go like fully cold calling on like the 297 websites and lead capture, which is like Kai Stone's thing. But to be honest, I'm leaning more toward going higher ticket and working with the HVAC client because I can sell that for a lot more money and it's a lot higher of a barrier to entry, so there's less competition there. Everyone and their mother is cold calling trying to sell AI websites right now, so it's a little tough. No one's really selling advanced SEO and integration into ServiceTitan and EcoTrack. You guys probably haven't even heard of those, which is exactly why that's kind of what I'm leaning toward. But that's why I haven't really been increasing the MRR either, because I've been doing a lot of on like uh, specific work to that one client. Let's see. What I want your guys' ideas. What else can I do on a live stream that would be I really like answering questions. Or I could watch Hormozy's stream. Would you guys want me to watch Hormozy's stream and like react real time to what he's saying? Would go higher ticket for sure. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking because I can charge thousands of dollars a month for what I'm doing for that one commercial HVAC client right now. Um, and they have like big Service Titan like gathering events where I can go and like sponsor the event and get like 100 people to jump on my platform as well. which I think would be good. Giving away money to viewers. Mo, I would 100% do that if I had the money. I recently just got like absolutely railed by my taxes, so I'm low on money right now, my man. I'm gonna be completely honest. My financial situation, I know I have MRR, like 1,500 MRR, which will come into my bank account. Obviously, I pay for like Claude and GHL and stuff like that, but like my taxes from last year, since I made like 40 grand. No, yeah, I know you're joking, but like I made a lot of money last year, and then I also spent a lot of money last year on like I don't know Airbnbs, Segways, and like all like random stuff. And I was gambling a little bit, to be honest, but I'll stay quiet on that. But I did spend a lot of money, and then I only had like three grand left, and that's like exactly how much I had to pay for taxes. So right now I only have like a few $100. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna be so honest with you, Mo. I have like a few $100 right now, but I will be reloaded back to like 1,000 in a few days, which is why MRR is such a magical thing. Let's see, 733. I wonder if everyone watching right now is already a subscriber, or if it's like showing up in the. How do I? Sounds like you got to make some cold calls after the stream. Yeah, I mean, I either got to make cold calls, or I need to package my product that I've been doing with the bigger client and start getting more bigger clients like that. But yeah, I am Mo, did I tell you about the you can see that in the analytics. Oh, okay, let's see. How do I don't know how I see it in the analytics, Mo. Yeah, Mo, I'm not sure if you were here. You might have been gone when I was explaining this, but I was gonna do the rule of 100, which is the $100 million lead Hormozzi's thing, where you do 100 outreach attempts for 100 days and then record the entire thing and have my Claude system like clip it up. Live stream analytics and click audience. Live. Over here? Oh, hold on. I'm not sharing my screen anymore. Here we go. Yeah, no, you weren't there. Yeah, so I was gonna do the rule of 100 and record the whole thing. So like 3 or 4 hours of cold calls a day to get 100 dials in, and then post all of those as like long form YouTube videos, like I have been for the other cold calling videos, and then have the Claude system clip it up, and it'll be posting um, like clips of all the cold calls as well, which I think would be really cool. It would be I did the math already, and it would be like 24 clips a day per platform, because I would be doing 100 dials, and then not all the dials pick up, but at like 20% of people pick up, and then there's also like a few moments that will get clipped up of me like reacting to a cold call, or like whatever. Claude clips it how I built it, and then it would be. That sounds really cool. Yeah, I'm hoping. And it would be one clip per hour per platform. So there would be a clip going out on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok every single hour of the day, which I think would be insane volume. And it would be like, I don't know. Let me pull up a calculator. So it would be 24 clips a day per platform. I'm posting on 3 platforms, so 72 clips a day for 100 days. It would be 7,200 clips, which would be insane. I feel like everything would I would be getting a lot of views if I did that. But I still have to plan that out a little bit. If I am gonna do that though, I would start around August 17th, I believe, so that I can stay consistent, because then all my friends will be back in college, so I'm not gonna have any distractions. Let's see. Even if only 0.1% go viral, you're good. Yeah, I mean, that's the whole point. Volume negates luck, baby. I think that's the first quote in $100 million leads. It's not. It's literally just do more. Guiding principles, do more. So I would be following that exactly. All right, should I watch the Hormozy live stream? I feel like I don't know. Let's see. Oh wow, Hormozy's chat is going way crazier than mine. Yeah, he only has about 4.39 million more subscribers than me. I wonder if I can change the name of my stream. How do I? Yes, sir. You're closing the gap. Don't worry. Yeah, one subscriber at a time. No, one subscriber at a time. I'm only 4.39 million behind. Make sure you don't get copyrighted though. Oh yeah, that's true. I don't know if I can watch. Actually, no, I'm pretty sure you can react to people's videos. I can react to my own stream. That's kind of sad. Let me. Chat rate. 57 views. I don't know. 6 viewers still though. I wonder who's even watching this. All right, I'll answer anyone's questions for what it's worth. If you guys have questions, put them down in the chat. Lol, give it a shot. Worst case, your channel gets deleted. That would be a pretty bad worst case. It's taken a lot of work to get to 700 subscribers. 733. The video's reach. No copyrighted content was found in your video. I don't know. Let me Google it. Can I watch other YouTube videos on a live stream? But you need permission and must follow. I'm pretty sure I can add commentary or value. I think I'm fine. Unless you have permission from them. You can watch, but you must follow. Muted. I think I'm fine. All right, let's just see what he's talking about for a second. We'll jump to where it's live. You should cross stream on Twitch. Twitch revenue is crazy. I don't know, Thomas. I'm not really trying to go for revenue with the streaming. I just thought I would try this out today, and it's actually really fun. Oh, isn't that crazy? We were just talking about that earlier. Look at me and Alex Hormozy streaming at the same time. Man, this guy's just copying me, to be honest. Oh, can't hear Mosey. Shit. This guy, he's just copying me, to be honest. I've paved the way for Alex Hormozy. Let me see. Okay, I've been streaming for an hour and 12 minutes. All right. Okay, share audio.
Frames tend to be easier to.
There we go. Can you hear Namo?
Hey Alex, I've had a web design agency for 5 years, but AI websites are killing my business. Should I do another business?
This is so interesting. I had a guy who came out here and asked this exact same
good.
question. And he said that he had a fear that AI companies were going to destroy his business. And yet, when I asked him, how much are you using AI?
I'll be there when Hormozy has a cutout of you in his background.
And so the thing is there's always a bell curve in terms of adoption. And if you are losing sales because of people using AI to build their sites, then that is one thing. But I think there's a more likely scenario, which is that you just don't know how to get customers and you're blaming AI for it.
I'll let finish.
But there's plenty of people with money that don't know how to use AI, which has only increased your leverage in terms of your ability to create really valuable stuff for not a lot of time, which I think means that you actually, there's still, in some ways, there's more opportunity now than there was before.
100% agree. I agree with everything he says, to be honest. You guys know that. Yeah, it's honestly just lifelong goal to have Hormozy recognize my YouTube channel and my Instagram. It would be really cool. Like one day I do want to try to like partner with acquisition.com on something. That would actually be like peak. I don't care. $1 million a month, 100K a month, doesn't matter. Partner with acquisition.com. I would do that I would literally work for free if I could do that. That would be amazing. Hormozy to you is what Ronaldo is to Speed. Yeah, that's actually so true. Except Ronaldo and Speed get a lot more views than me and Hormozy. That's funny though. That's actually, I've never actually thought about that. I guess yeah, since I'm live streaming, I could be compared to Speed and Hormozy's Ronaldo. That's funny though. Let's see what he's talking about now.
Don't know how to get customers and you're blaming AI. Change the nature of the business is where something has never been done before and you're trying to be the first one to do it and you don't know if people actually want the thing. But if you're like, hey, I have a dry cleaning store and should I push or should I pivot? Well, dude, if you want to do dry cleaning, there's plenty of successful dry cleaners. You want to do longer, there's plenty of successful longer. You want to do HVAC, there's tons of successful HVAC. You want to do,
Alex, let's see. Is this, let me see if this is the right Alex. Rip some cold calls. Alex, I would if I had my Claude system set up where I can bleep people's confidential like information. I don't want to leak phone numbers and addresses and people's names and stuff that I'm cold calling. So I do want to figure that out though. I feel like it would be really it would be cool to do cold calls live if I could bleep people's names. Is this the right Alex though? Alex, are you in door to door? Or is that not the right Alex?
Garage doors, there's tons of successful garage door people. And so like I will almost always first look around and say, is there anybody who's doing a version of this business that's doing well? If the answer is yes, then what are they doing that I'm not doing? And then I just try and reconcile the differences between their actions and mine. And so my first step is always to replicate before I iterate. Now, to be clear, if you want to create a 1 of 0 company that's never been done before, then you also incur the risk of you might not have product market fit, which is that we don't know if people actually want this thing. But if you're going into a market that already exists and saying like, hey, I want to help people lose weight, that market exists, right? And you're like, I want to do it in a different way. I want to do it online with coaching. Okay, well, yeah, that exists. I want to do it with supplements. That exists. I want to do it with peptides. That exists. I want to do it with, MedSpot or Cool Sculpting. Like there's 100 different, I want to do it with ashwagandha group. I don't really care. There's a zillion ways that you can do it and are already proven. And so I would say for 99% of you guys, it is just, you do need to push more. And
not the right
pushing
one.
part is doing
HYL?
the repetitions.
What's HYL,
with
Alex?
a feedback loop.
A minute ago, though, I run the same business model as you, and you also run a big DC affiliate for GHL. What is DC, guys? Discord? Hit your line. Oh, okay. Let me see, same business model as you. Yeah, the affiliate thing. Yeah, Discord. Okay, that's what I thought. I don't use Discord, guys. Sorry. That's actually cool. Mo, are you actually in Alex's Discord? That's interesting. Yeah, what's up? That's funny how you guys are both in my chat right now. I'll let you guys converse in the comments.
So that you iterate your way to success. And so the key is not to do 1,000 of the same thing, is to do 1,000 iterations. So that by the time you do your 1,000th iteration, it is now good. You suck in the beginning and you want to suck less over time, not do a shitty thing 100 times in a row and say, why didn't it work?
For someone who stutters,
My name is Evan.
wants
What's happening there? Guys try to double time me. I see that. By the way, we're experimenting with something new because we thought it'd be more engaging rather than me just squinting at the screen trying to read these the comments fast enough. My team's pulling out the great questions and then just having them.
I scaled like 3K in MRR in the past week via SMS somehow. Just stopped pumping outreach to onboard for the week though. Dude, that's sick. I wish I scaled 3K MRR this week. That would be amazing. In just clients or affiliate revenue? Do live stream watch hours count toward monetization? My computer's lagging so bad. Oh, they do. Okay. That's pretty cool. Now there's 4 people watching. Nice. 6 likes. Clients, I'm trying to start scaling GHL YT though, would be nice down the line. Yeah, dude, to be honest, like it does seem nice to have the affiliate revenue, but if you're trying to do something bigger and build a huge audience and you're automatically from the beginning at like even low $1,000 MRR trying to sell your audience on things, I just think it takes away from your credibility. Like the more you ask people for stuff, the like I don't know, the less goodwill you're gonna build. Like that's what I'm doing though, because I have thought about doing like GHL affiliate links to like sell to the people who watch my videos. But I prefer the idea of like giving everything away for free until I have like a massive launch of something that's like truly valuable that I can sell. Otherwise I just don't want to give it away. Even if it made me like more money in the short term, I just think if I build goodwill for like years on end of just giving away everything that I'm doing for free, I will be able to do something much bigger in the future. And if you are building like a personal brand, I don't know. Have you heard of Caleb Ralston? Alex? He built Alex Hormozi's brand and Gary V's brand, or at least helped them along the way a lot. 100p, and no, I haven't. 100p, like 100%. Yeah, 100% lol. Sorry, Alex. I don't know why I'm not up to date with the lingo, man. Maybe it's because I'm from South Africa. I'm not used to this. Actually, I've been in America for a while. I can't use that as an excuse anymore. Yes, I'm from South Africa. I moved here when I was like 12 years old. You're at 1,500 today? Yes, Leo, I'm at 1,500 MRR today. But yeah, Alex, if you're trying to build like a Alex, have you ever thought about getting a VA to onboard clients? Yeah, Alex, have you thought of that? To be honest, I think it's harder to get a VA to do the onboarding. I think the VA can do the fulfillment on the back end, but like the onboarding thing, still personal connection. But maybe I would probably replace onboarding before I replace sales calls. Run some cold calls, brother. I would. I don't have anything to bleep out sensitive information though. I haven't figured out how to do like the delay. So I can't blur out phone numbers and addresses and stuff. So I would 100% do that, and I am gonna think about doing that in the future. I want to figure it out. Praat jy Afrikaans? Ek kan nie praat Afrikaans nie. Very little Afrikaans. Still at it, my man. Well done. Lagai, who are you? Do I know you? Are you just from YouTube, or were you in my high school? Of course, but I'm only at 8K MRR. Down the line, I'd rather hire appointment setters first. Yeah, that makes more sense. Thomas, you play games? What kind of games? Not really. Not anymore. I used to play like when I was like 10 through like 16 years old, I played a lot of Fortnite. Like a lot. I was cracked at Fortnite, man. Nude, where are you from? How do you know Afrikaans? Just YouTube my G, left a few early comments on your vid, started my own business Jan 2025, and still here at 19 months later. Congrats, bro. Appreciate the support. Let's see. Yeah. Netherlands, Dutch is pretty similar to Afrikaans. Yeah. Okay, that's cool though. But yeah, I moved to America when I was like 12 years old. In 2019. 10 viewers. Wow. Feel like I'm a live streamer now. Feel like I should just do this. Bro, if you do a mentorship or group, I'm sure I'm there. Oh, dude, that's awesome. I will think about it eventually. If I do something like that, like soon, I probably wouldn't do that before being at 10K MRR, just because I don't think I would have anything super valuable or like anything that I couldn't share that's not already on the internet. How's your goal of 10K going? To be honest, bro, not amazing. Like when I said I'd be at 10K a month at the end of August, that was kind of retarded. Because I have not been doing as many cold calls as I know that I need to be doing. But if you weren't here before earlier in the stream, I was talking about how I feel split between these two things. Whereas like either I can cold call smaller home service businesses and sell them like the AI website and the GHL automations for like the 297, the Kai Stone thing everyone knows about, and get the 10K MRR, or I can go deeper with my bigger commercial HVAC client, and then still got 40,320 minutes left till the end of August. You got this. Yeah, bro, maybe. We'll see. If I do, I just need to pick like I know that I can't split myself between like the more advanced work with a commercial HVAC client where I'm doing like in-depth automations and advanced SEO, and then do the like AI websites and like basic GHL stuff for $297 a month. I just have to pick one and like go fully into it. Right now, I am leaning toward the more the higher ticket one, because if uh, I I just don't like how many people are in the AI website space right now, which is it's been kind of, I don't know. I've just there's so many people in it right now, and it's not my favorite thing to see everyone on my For You page doing like cold calling, POV cold calling, retard maxing, cold calling. That's not really what I want to do. I also much prefer working like my higher ticket client is so much more enjoyable to work with than the lower ticket like 297 people. Even though they don't cancel, I love my clients, to be honest. But like dealing with the cold calls and stuff, it's kind of annoying. It's a lot higher quality conversations, and I get on meetings with them every week to talk about like what next automation we're doing, how the SEO is going, which is better for me. Um, Let me see. Yo, do you have any tips for cold calling? Like, are there any niches that are easier to sell or are just untapped? Untapped. I know that I have tried dog groomers and stuff like that, but with dog groomers, I was getting through to a lot of receptionists. Like, I couldn't get to the owner hardly. Um, so I stuck with HVAC, and any home service is usually better, because if it's like a smaller SMB, then it's usually the owner who's going to be picking up the phone, or the owner's nearby, or like they know the owner well. Let me see. Stupidly ambitious, but not a mistake. Peer learning. We all have the naivety of how long it takes to get there. Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's a mistake. But be there right now if I was still cold calling, but I also probably wouldn't have the bigger client as happy as he is, because I have been spending a lot of time on his like the separate work for his business, which is completely different than the AI websites and GHL automations. So it's all propaganda. Not many people do this as you think. Your FYP is biased toward people doing the same thing as you are. This market is unsaturable. Yeah, you might be right. Honestly, I've thought about it that way too. But it is probably just because it's what I'm interested in, and it's what keeps showing up on my For You page. But it's also just I don't know, like 297 GHL and AI websites. I don't know. I'm not really adding like that much value. Like, it is valuable because they are like my clients are getting like anywhere between 3 and like 7 leads a week just from the website that I built them and the GHL automations. But it's pretty easy, and Claude has it mostly automated. The only reason I haven't been doing more cold calls is because of the work for Nick. So I'm really just kind of trying to decide between the two. I'm testing out a new thing, free web-based video game idea. Idea is to be completely free and monetize with Google Ads. I think a Garius business model. Yeah, I don't really know anything about making games, so down to play test real quick on stream. I don't know, bro. What's the website? Let me see. Last year at 72K UK. Wait, hold on. Dropped to 60K in August 2025 and lasted until May. 92K, about 814K next month. You'll be going through hella character build. Lagai, I don't really understand what you're saying. Last year at 72K UK, dropped to 60K in August 2025, and it lasted until May 2026 at 92K. Are you talking about your bank account? Lagai is the LARP boss. I don't know, dude. Lagai, he seems legit from his chats. Thomas, I'm not gonna play video games on stream. That's not really what my channel's for. So, I might check it out later, and I can tell you on Instagram what I think. You see, eight viewers, 10 viewers. Deleted Instagram, lol. Good stuff, dude. It's a distraction unless you're posting. 10 viewers. Guys, let me know if you're in the chat. Let me know who it is. I want to know who's watching. This is my first time doing a live stream, so I want to see who all's here. Type down in the chat. Let me know who's all watching. So what's the ideas for your streams? I actually have no idea. That's why I literally just was thinking about it today. I was like, I saw Hormozy's stream was scheduled to premiere, and I was like, I should try it. So that's what I did, and it's actually going better. I didn't even expect anyone to join, but there's been like 5 to 10 consistent people who've been watching, and Mo and a bunch of people have been talking in the chat. Business SaaS character limit on here doesn't help. I'm learning that building a business is basically learning to last weather storms and wait for the business. So blind faith. Yeah, kind of like just trying to make sure that you can have the business stay running. I don't know exactly what you mean. How much you lead gen, have meetings, get contracts over, lots don't pan out, and somehow had last 4 months, 20K contracts not go through at the last minute. Yeah, I think Lagai is real. I see what you're saying, Lagai. Yeah, business is very hard. Entrepreneurship is very difficult. But it is also probably the best vehicle for self-improvement because you really have to look at every aspect of what you're doing in your life, not just on like your business work side, but also in your personal life because they both affect each other. And then you have to really look at everything that's going into it, all the inputs, all your outputs, and really, really work to try to structure everything in the best way possible to reach your goals. So I think entrepreneurship is undoubtedly the best vehicle for self-improvement and becoming the best version of yourself. But it isn't. I wouldn't say that it is for everyone. I am friend UK running a marketing-based business. Left 15 years of digital consulting, bootstrapped the business last year. Oh, that's awesome, the guy. So you're living in the UK and you did digital consulting. What's your marketing-based business? What are you doing, Lagai? You can give like a short. I'm curious. Are you doing like meta ads or websites, lead capture? Organic content creation for businesses, monthly retainer based on 12-month contracts. Okay. That's pretty cool. So you're creating new content for every business? That's kind of tough. Or are you just giving them you were doing organic content 15 years ago? I mean, you could be. I mean, depends on how old everyone is. I don't know how old everyone is in the chat. See, can't believe there's still 8 people watching. What platforms? Facebook? Mo, if I was to guess, probably Instagram. "15 years and yes, high-end videography, photo, social media oriented, and numbers first approach." That's pretty cool. I'm guessing you're doing it in person then? So, like, you're going to these people's businesses and recording the content and scripting it and editing for them as well? Also, do you think I should what's your cold call offer, Max? Uh, well, the cold calls that I've posted on YouTube are like the AI websites and lead capture systems. Which is like I build the websites with Claude, and then I do like a bunch of simple GHL automations for the quote form and stuff that goes to the business owner and the leads coming in. Originally one man band, now a couple of freelancers white labeled under me. Okay, that's pretty cool. Let's see. Peep that biz. It does 150K a month apparently. I don't know. I don't even know what you guys are talking about now. Nude. All right, I'm gonna focus again. You really should go live more often. It's pretty fun. Yeah, dude, I'm gonna do it. Which should I do? Should I do like a weekly one at like a certain time every week on the weekend? What would be the best time? During the week, on the weekend? I have no idea. Doing Google Ads for a client goal is to get her Calendly booking. $300 on Google Ads with no results. Any ideas why it's not working? Mo, weekends? Okay. I can do weekends. I can probably do like I think for Friday night would be cool. I feel like I should come up with like a cool name for it where I just answer people's questions and talk with the chat on like a Friday night and I like order pizza and just eat my pizza while talking to the chat. I'm running Google Ads. Okay, $300 on Google Ads, no results. Any idea why it's not working? I have no idea. I haven't run Google Ads, so I would definitely like first thing I always do when I'm starting something new is I go and look at like the top people there and see what they're doing, and then replicate before you iterate, Thomas. So try to copy what is working for other people. Obviously, stay compliant and don't like copy everything word for word, but like copy the strategy and whatever ads that they're running that they've been running for a while that are working. I would do that, and then I would watch like just binge a shit ton of YouTube videos on how to do it because everything's available online for free. You can also collect. You can connect your Claude to Google Analytics and Google Search Console, so it can probably look at analytics of your ads there and tell you what you're doing wrong. And keyword optimization and stuff. I already have my Claude connected to my Google Ads as well, or my Google Analytics and Google Search Console for my bigger client. But I'm not running ads. She is a lash artist selling a 3K course that would teach other girls to be lash artists and get their certification to be allowed to do lashes. Gotta go do outreach now. Have a good day. Yeah, you too, Mo. Have a good one, man. It was nice talking to you. I appreciate the questions. Let's see, 3K course. I don't know, dude. I don't know if Google Ads would be the best way to do that. Have you tried doing meta ads, Thomas? I'm not sure if Google Ads is the best way to go if she's trying to sell a course like that. All I see is people doing ooh, Tiana, I like that question. I'm gonna get to it in a second. I would go look at other people selling lash courses, Thomas, and see what you can do about that. Can't do Meta banned from Facebook 6 times. Dude, how did you get banned from Facebook 6 times? What are you doing, Thomas? Okay. Hey, do you have advice on how to stay focused despite TikTok and scrolling problems? Yes, I've actually dealt with this problem before. Not super recently. I don't really I'm not really on TikTok and Reels that often, but let me really think about a way to package this. Um Honestly, in the beginning, when you're, like, trying to get off of, like, the short form platforms like Instagram and TikTok, it is pretty difficult, like, all you wanna do is just get back on, and scroll because it's mindless dopamine, um, but the thing is, Oh, there's this Andrew Huberman video that I need to share with you guys. Okay, I'm gonna do that in a second. How I would think about it is you just have to push through like the first stages, like just whatever task you're trying to do. I would literally just tell yourself that you're gonna do it for 5 minutes, and then if you still want to watch TikTok after the 5 minutes, then you can get on TikTok if you want. But like usually after starting the task that I know I need to do for 5 minutes, I can stick with the task for like as long as it takes to complete it. It's just the first 5 minutes are the hardest part. Tiana, if you want to share like more context on the problem, I could maybe try to help you with that as well. Because I have actually had the same thing. But for me, what's worked is either just deleting the app like completely. But obviously I post on Instagram and TikTok, so like I check my analytics and stuff. But yeah, it's a big problem for a lot of people. Like some of my friends, I know like as soon as there's like a moment of silence or like we're not doing something super engaging, like playing pickleball or actively talking, just like straight on the phone, instantly on TikTok and Reels. It's actually really bad, and I know a lot of people like that. But I would probably just delete the apps completely unless you're posting on there, um, and or like set screen time limits as well. That's worked for me too. My take on Claude built websites is that they are ass in general without guidance. Do you let Claude code work from a template or do you let it do raw over and over again? No, like I have so much context for my Claude systems to build websites. I have downloaded so many Git repos of like highest performing websites and UX and UI design. There's so many reference files for Claude to pull from, and I have like a full uh, personal template to like my kind of website that I build for my clients now fully built out. So I never build from scratch. And every time it builds it and I give it feedback, it takes the feedback into consideration and then the next output is better and it implements that feedback. So every time something runs through the system, it gets better every single time. And that's how I've set up my whole Claude CEO, which is this big anti-gravity folder. I can share it here. This whole thing is my Claude CEO, so it's trained on like all my context, everything I do, my daily schedule. Like I have a plan my day skill. I have like over 20 agents for different things that are all here, and they like exactly how I've built the thing. My Claude.md. Anytime I give specific feedback that would be like constructive, that would potentially like suggest making a change to something that we're currently doing or that I'm currently doing in my Claude CEO, I the feedback is taken in, and then the next iteration of like doing that kind of task again is improved. So literally every time I use the system, it gets better. And it's the same thing with my content system. Like all the reels, let me know down in the chat if you guys have been seeing like my shorts on like Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube. I make none of these. Like I don't even touch this. I verify them at the end and I say like approve or fix a certain thing, but I don't make any of these. And that's every time a video goes through this, my Claude system gets better at clipping the content. And I know right now it's like kind of shit. Like they're not the highest quality clips just because it's clipping up my previous like backlog of YouTube videos. But this system gets better every time that I use it. Hold on. A lot of questions now. Let's see. Remember, everyone's putting out 1, their highlight reel, 2, their best, most successful content, 3, everything on the whole is happy, best life. Is there anyone you know live like that? Hold on, I don't really understand your question, guy. 1, their highlight reel, 2, their best, most successful content, 3, everything is happy, best life. Is there anyone you know live like that? I don't know. I don't really take anything people post on social media to be real, to be honest. Except like because it doesn't get views. Like if you see something that's going viral, it's most likely not like I don't know. It's not real life. Like the yachts and the planes and the girls and all that stuff. It's some people's real life, but like in order to get there, you have to go through like so much shit.
That's what I'm trying to document. Tiana, let me get to your question. I've tried deleting TikTok, IG, and YouTube off my phone, but I always end up downloading it again for some reason and getting into the 5 more minutes trap. Yeah, it is a pretty big problem, and you're not alone. Like, I've had to deal with this before too. Honestly, how I would think about it is I would go watch this YouTube video. Tiana, are you still there? Okay, you just typed in the chat. I'm gonna assume that you're still there. I would go watch this video. Andrew Huberman, dopamine. Both, not this one. It's like a longer one. Yeah, controlling your dopamine for motivation, focus, and satisfaction. I would go watch this and let me know in the chat if this would be helpful for me to make a video like this, because I've had to deal with like a problem like this where I really struggled to do the work that I know I needed to do, because I was like watching YouTube or TikTok or like just not doing the thing that I know I needed to do. And it's, to summarize, your baseline dopamine is like the most important thing that you need to understand to be able to do work that you know you don't feel like doing, but is required to get to your goals, which is you have a baseline dopamine. And if you think about that, like you're just a baseline. And anytime you do an activity that spikes your dopamine, I think it would be really great if you made a video on it. Yeah, okay. I have like a notes document of stuff that I would talk about. When that's like complete enough, I will definitely make that video, because I think it would help a lot of people. You have a baseline dopamine, and anytime you do something that spikes it, like let's say like shameless plug here. If you do like Zens or like drinking or smoking, or anything that spikes your dopamine, and if we use like the worst possible example ever, like cocaine, it spikes, and then the spike is inversely correlated to the dip in your dopamine baseline chart. So, and every time your dopamine spikes and then dips, it'll be reset to a lower dopamine. And anytime your dopamine baseline is basically what allows you to do things that are like uncomfortable or hard to do. So if you have a really low baseline dopamine, all you want to do is sit in bed all day and like scroll TikTok and Reels, because it's not very difficult to do. You just literally are scrolling there. But anything difficult, your baseline dopamine has to be at a certain level, else you're literally not going to be able to do it, because your baseline dopamine is so like it's just crashed. So I would remove things like TikTok and Instagram, because you're temporarily spiking your dopamine, and every time you get that spike in dopamine, your baseline is just going lower. So it becomes harder for the rest of the day, and eventually over time, just your baseline is so low that it's like impossible to do difficult things. Let me see. Austin, what software is it? I know Claude Code runs on it. And do you find it better compared to Claude Code or Claude Desktop Native? Yeah, Lagai, it's called Anti-Gravity. I showed everyone a video earlier on the stream, how Nick Sarayev, Claude Code full course, 4 hours, build and sell. You really only need to set up anti-gravity. If you want to watch through the full thing, you can. He'll explain like agents and sub-agents and stuff, but there's shorter videos on that. You don't have to watch the full hour, 4 hours. Cold turkey doesn't work in my opinion. Best book out. Give yourself time for it. Say to yourself, tonight at 7, I'm going to go on YouTube or whatever for 15 minutes, set a timer. And then once done, you've had your doom scrolling fix, but committed to coming off it. I think that could work as well. Like setting a certain time during the day to be able to do it. I honestly kind of have that built in right now. I don't have like a timer for it, but like there is, like at lunch usually I can go on my phone for a little bit, and then I know that's like my phone time, and then I get back to work. So it is kind of similar to that. Now I've had of going on to TikTok on my computer and bypassing my website blocker extension I set up for 5 minutes. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, in my experience, the more you watch, the more you want to watch. So like if you're constantly being reinforced for something, the more you're going to want to do it. So you really just have to push through the hard period of not being on TikTok and Instagram. So like if you can get off of it for as long as you can to where it becomes uncomfortable, you're training a muscle in your brain to tell you that it's okay to not do it, and then you feel good. Or like if you guys have read Atomic Habits by James Clear, you know that you can't just like get rid of a habit completely and leave that time empty during your day. Like you need to replace it with something else that is similar. So like instead of going on TikTok every day at a certain time for like an hour, just go on like a walk. So you need to replace these habits, else it's incredibly difficult to stay consistent with them. My goal is to become a YouTube strategist consultant. I know what to do, but I feel like I hit a hard wall getting started. If your goal is to become a YouTube strategist or consultant, do you have a successful YouTube channel or like any credibility that you know what you're talking about on YouTube? Genuine question, by the way. I'm not like shitting on you or anything. Then just scroll to avoid it, I guess. I don't exactly know what you're referring to there. Sounds stupid, but advice I always remind myself is there's dumb, less qualified people out there getting rich, so why not you? Yeah, that's true, little guy. That's true. It is kind of tough. Usually, smarter people overthink a lot, which is not great because success just comes down to action and leverage. Let's see, not yet, but I'm planning on making Patty Galloway style videos to start researching publicly. Yeah, I actually studied the YouTube algorithm for a really long time and really in depth when I was doing, I was managing a school games winner. Her name's Patrice Moore. I can show you guys. I was managing her content for a while. She actually won Alex Formosi's school games, and I was doing her content. Hold on, I guess you can't see it. Here it is. I was managing her content for a while, and she was paying me like per video, which was pretty cool. Let me see, not yet, but I'm planning on it. Okay, then start a school community to experiment with people on their channels. Tiana, to be honest, I think it's going to be really difficult for you to be able to find people who would trust you to grow their YouTube channels unless you have grown a big YouTube channel. So if you want to do the Patty Galloway style videos, yeah, okay, free community would be good, but I would get your channel to like a big, like if you look at like Patty Galloway's channel, like he has 531,000 subscribers, which is why he has credibility, but he's also worked with Mr. Beast and people like that. So I would get your channel to be pretty big to where it's credible. Obviously, that number would vary depending on what you think is credible or what other people see as credible. I would probably honestly say like 100,000 subscribers is like a pretty decent sized channel. And then after you have something like that, you could start the free community and give away like free resources to everyone. And then once you have like a free community working and you have like a good amount of people in there, you could I'll get to your question now, Max. Once you have enough people in your free community and you actually see that people are getting value from it, you could start a paid community. Hormozy also has videos on this, by the way, on how to scale this community model. If you go to, hold on, Tiana, have you seen these school news? This school news channel literally talks about everything that's working on school, how to make more money on school, how to get people in your communities. I would go look at school news, Tiana, so that you could structure the community idea correctly from the beginning. What's your opinion on government gatekeeping anthropic models? I've been thinking of using Moonshot's models instead. Don't want to depend on something so easy to remove. To be honest, Max, I don't really have an opinion on it. If it's so out of my control that it's not even worth worrying about. So I don't. Meditations, Marcus Aurelius. Yeah, I've watched a couple of their 2-hour quarterly meeting videos. Yeah, that's good. The very first thing, though, I would definitely build credibility before starting a community. Because if you're asking people to join your community, if you're making any asks in general, people are just gonna
they're less potent, so less people are gonna be susceptible, or not susceptible, but less people are gonna convert in the future if you're making asks all the time. So I would definitely build the credibility first and then start pushing the community. I really appreciate your suggestions, though. Yeah, of course, I try my best. Um, you don't actually have to listen to anything that I say. I was giving my honest opinion. I don't know if it would be correct. Obviously, I don't have a massive YouTube channel, but I have been watching and studying the YouTube algorithm for a while. 734. Let's go. Up a subscriber today. I was also trying to say before that I realize I'm using scrolling to avoid getting started with the business because I guess I've never stuck with anything consistently. Yeah, I've had to deal with that as well. Like when I'm starting out with something, it's really hard to start out. I'm gonna be so honest. Like starting is actually the hardest part because you don't have any feedback loops. Like starting that business, you're going to have very little feedback loops. And what I mean by feedback loops is you're going to be reinforced very little for the things that you do right off the start because you're not going to be good at it. And then as you start to get better at it, you'll start increasing the number of feedback loops that you have. So it'll become more fun to do the thing. But until then, you really just have to push through like not having much feedback at all because it is you're gonna suck in the beginning if you're just starting out with something. And scrolling on TikTok, you have a feedback loop every 4 seconds, which is like somewhat entertaining. But it is incredibly difficult to start. So I fully understand that. Okay. Yeah. I would also watch Alex Hormozy, to be honest. No matter what you're trying to do, that'll always be my advice is watch Alex Hormozy's content. Bob. Hey, I randomly stumbled up on you and just want to say thanks. I found Kai Stone and High Level because of you. Keep up the good work. Oh, thanks, Bob. Of course. Keep going, bro. Just make some cold calls. And I really appreciate your advice on getting over my issue. Yeah, of course. I had to deal with the same thing like a bunch of times on different businesses that I started. So that's kind of just what's helped me. It gets easier and easier. Like it's like a small hump that you have to get over where you're like, oh wow, I can't stop watching TikTok. I just want to watch TikTok. And then after you're over that, it gets easier. It's valuable coming from another Gen Z person who has gotten through it compared to adults giving suggestions, lol. Yeah, I mean, adults, if they're giving advice on how to stop scrolling, I don't think anyone who's like millennial, I think is after or like before Gen Z, I don't think they've been exposed to like social media like we have. So it's the advice isn't very valuable coming from them because I don't think they've ever been like stuck scrolling on TikTok for like hours every day. Maybe they have, I don't know. But it's definitely been pushed on us from a younger age more. So it's harder for our generation. And the generation after us is like even worse. Like my little brother, it's so bad. He just scrolls on shorts all the time. Let's see, 7 millennial here. Ha. So yes, you guys got a bad ride with social media, so it's way harder for you guys. The previous gens, remember that. Go easy on yourself. Guy, incorrect. Don't go easy on yourself. Be hard on yourself. Come on. How badly do you want to win? It's like crack that's always available within reach. Yeah, I mean, kind of. Probably not as quite as dopamine intense as crack, but probably similar. Not actually, but it is the same idea. You're getting reinforcement for doing something that is not very difficult to do, so it makes it easier for you to stay on. You should definitely make a video though. Yes, it's in my notes. I'm gonna make a video on dopamine baseline. These are trillion-dollar companies designed to make you as addicted as possible in every way. Humans simply do not compete well. Yep, I agree with you there, Lagai. The algorithm is literally built to keep you on as long as possible. So you just gotta stay off of it. That's the only way to do it, I think, is being off of it as much as you can. Tiana, I watch almost all of Hormozy's videos. Yeah, same. That's you're on the right track. Nathan Tang. Oh, what's up, Nathan? Nathan donated £1.50 through Super Chat. What soccer/football team do you support? Messi sucks. Ronaldo's the GOAT. Sorry, Nathan. Carlos Gomez W in the chat. Oh, guys, if you don't know, Nathan Tang and Carlos Gomez are both special needs children from my high school, so just give them a break. I'm kidding, by the way. Those are my two retarded friends, just like me. I'm still such a squid. I haven't done anything. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it, Tiana. Like, I mean, I would worry about it, but you need to start taking action because, like, as soon as you start, you'll realize that it's not that bad. It like you just need to start. Like, delete the apps. Actually, it's funny. Carlos is here because and Nathan, because they're both addicted to TikTok and Instagram. So Tiana, you can talk to them in the chat actually, because they're on Reels a bunch. Yeah, you see, Carlos, true. The only way to get off the app is to delete it. Yeah, I actually agree with that. The only reason I have is because I need to check my DMs and stuff. I have a lot of people who DM me asking questions, so I stay on there to answer them. I'm in the delete and re-download phase, Carlos. Yeah. Carlos, give Tiana your advice on how to not re-download it. I'm pretty sure Carlos might go on Google to watch it or TikTok. I don't know. It's okay. It's a struggle with a lot of people our age. So you're not alone in that. Just got to delete it and keep yourself busy as a distraction. Yeah, that's kind of what I was talking about earlier. James Clear says it in Atomic Habits, where if you're gonna try to remove a bad habit, you need to replace it with something else that's gonna get you like some sort of dopamine as well. So instead of scrolling for 15 minutes, you could go on a 15-minute walk because you're still gonna get you're not gonna get as much dopamine as you would from scrolling on TikTok, but you will get natural better dopamine. So it'll actually improve your dopamine baseline. After a walk, you're gonna feel better than after 15 minutes of scrolling. But you need to replace it with something. I wouldn't just completely remove it and just say like, oh, you can't like if you're not doing anything to replace it, it's going to be incredibly difficult for you to stay consistent. So I would definitely have like, okay, I'm allowed to scroll for like a few minutes every day. Like from this time to this time, 30 minutes or an hour, like however long you want to set yourself accountable for. But then I would definitely have some sort of habit that you try to replace it with. So going to the gym for 2 hours or going on a walk for 30 minutes. If it weirdly helps, my personal IG is full of AI content, which I thought would help my business. But since I've acquired quite a few AI clients, only clients I've learned most of it is BS. Help me stop doom scrolling. Yeah. I mean, you can go shameless plug from the guy. You can go look at his Instagram as well. Are you going to stream when you cold call? Yeah, Carlos, I just need to figure out a way to bleep out sensitive information. So like when I'm cold calling, I don't want people's last names to be exposed or like addresses or personal phone numbers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a Claude system that where my stream is delayed, like maybe 2 or 3 minutes for Claude to, like, go in and, like, bleep sensitive information while it's coming out, and then I'll figure out how to do that, like, on cold calls. I think it would be pretty cool if I could live stream cold calls. That would be a lot better. It's also more fun if I have a chat. The live content is so much more fun than sitting here and recording a YouTube video, like, just talking to the camera alone. Let's see. Help me stop doom scrolling. Are you gonna stream when you cold call? Have you seen the channel? The internet stamp. No, I haven't. Let me look it up. And I'll get to that daily schedule routine question now. The internet stamp. Oh, I have actually seen this channel before. This is good. I think it's kind of like Patty Galloway, right? Where they kind of just break down uh, the YouTube strategies and stuff that's helped certain channels succeed. Haha, no plug here, my dude. This tag isn't related to my handles, thankfully. That's funny, bro. You're good. The Vertasium video was actually pretty good. Yeah, that's what I'm looking at right now. It looks like that is probably their most viewed video. Yeah, why he still gets views. Yeah. It is good. Oh, Hormozzi's formula, what you don't see. That would be cool. I've already watched like a million videos on Hormozzi's formula though, so um yeah, it also keeps you accountable since someone is watching you. Yeah, you're right. Um the Vertasium video was actually pretty good. Yeah. How does your day schedule look like? Okay, so it's changed a lot like over the last 3 months, but currently it is I go to bed around 11. I wake up at like 6:45 and then immediately go on a 30-minute walk, shower, eat my breakfast, which is usually steak and eggs. And then uh after that, I work from like 8 until 1 and then have lunch and then do a little more work after that or hop on meetings usually in the afternoon with Nick. Or if I have sales calls, I would get on in the afternoon. Since I haven't really been cold calling, I haven't really had that many meetings. So the afternoon's mainly just been me working on Claude or playing pickleball with Carlos and Nathan, who are in the chat, distracting me from achieving my goals. But they're going back to college now. So everyone can achieve their goals. But that's what my schedule looks like, Bob. Can I get your thoughts on some of the patterns I've found in the YouTube Saronsters videos? Oh, that's actually really interesting. My brother watches Saronster like a lot because he's obsessed with like the e-bikes and the scooters and stuff. I haven't really watched him, to be honest. You can type what you think in the chat and I'll react to it, but I haven't really watched Saronster at all. So also, I'm probably gonna end the stream in like 5 or 10 minutes because I do actually have some work I need to do today. Guys, if you don't, I'm texting Carlos right now. Actually, he wants to go to Target. Um, Tiana, you can paste your notes. That's okay. Just I'll read through them. No one else is really talking that much in the chat. Yeah. All right. See you, Lagai. Thanks for being here. I'll probably stream consistently on like a weekly basis at some point. What's up, B? Yeah. I'm gonna be done here in like 5 minutes, so that'll be good. Yeah, five ish. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, Bob, send the website in the chat. I'll look at it. Let's see. Congrats on the stream, bro. Good stuff. Yeah. Thank you. To be honest, I would love to tweak it more, but I just spent like months on BS like this instead of just doing cold calls. Yeah, dude, I did the same thing. I wouldn't really. Let me send me what it is, and then I'll look at it and I'll tell you if it needs tweaking or not. Okay, editing for tension and emotion, constant tension via frequently conflicting scenes, crashes, gang disagreements, group arguments, cuts between good energy and chaotic energy, often bringing viewers on an emotional journey is key to making them feel good. He is intentionally breaks the video's rhythm to highlight moments. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I think the secret to the YouTube algorithm is pretty similar, where you're creating. It's really just storytelling, and you're having like buildups of emotion, and peaking peaking people's emotion, and then a dip where it gets slightly more sad. It's really just storytelling. If you've probably seen what's his name? He goes through and talks to Mr. Beast all the time. Let me see. It's Day in the Life with Mr. Beast or something. Yeah, John Yush. Yeah, this guy right here, Tiana. Uses comparison keywords in thumbnails and captions. Poor searchability and instant understanding. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty similar. Like, if your goal is to get views on your YouTube channel, it's gonna be optimizing the thumbnail to have people instantly understand the video, like, as soon as possible, not having it be super complicated, only having, like, 3 elements, and then, like, guiding the eye with different colors and, like, the color grading, whatever. But this guy here, Tiana, you probably have seen him if you're into the YouTube algorithm a lot, which is John Yushi. He breaks down all this stuff with YouTubers as well. Yeah, I know that guy. Yeah, perfect. So this guy, Patty Galloway, all of them are going to be pretty similar if your goal is views. Views, I will say, are really different than conversion, which is why Hormozy's changed up his strategy a little bit. He noticed that like the videos that are optimized to get the most views, where like how I would make $1 million in 2026 if I were to start over does not convert as well as like his more Mosey channel, where he's like talking to a business owner about a very specific issue in their HVAC business. Like, this content converts better than Hormozy's like thumbnail conversion or like view optimized content. So if you're trying to optimize for sales, yeah, his Mosey channel has done more conversions than his main. Yeah, that's funny how you've seen that too. You must be on Hormozy like as much as I am. Um, let's see. Just found your stream. Cool setup, my guy. What camera are you using? I like the dynamic movements. Oh, I'm just using my iPhone. I don't even control the movements. I think it moves based on like me. Yeah, it just does it automatically. I don't even control that. I don't know how. I think it's Apple's thing. Dude, I'm chronically online. Well, if you were chronically online, it doesn't automatically mean it's a bad thing. Like, you're watching Hormozy, so you're not like watching stupid videos. Final stage entrepreneur. Yeah, I've been there too. I would literally I would start something. You can start the YouTube thing if that's what you want to do, but definitely just like the biggest lesson for me ever, like for entrepreneurship, like broad overall general lesson, is like literally just start it right now. Don't consume any more content. Like, Obviously, if you need to watch a video on, like, how to set up something specific on, like, software or, like, how to do some editing thing in, like, in Premiere Pro or After Effects, then you can watch that video to do it, but I would just, like, start right now. That's, like, the key to getting out of the entrepreneur phase. So, if it's gonna be the YouTube channel thing, start the channel, create the channel, and then start working on your first video. Like, it's not gonna be good when you start. Like, you literally just need to do it right away. Great advice, start now. Prepping the start is the enemy. Yeah, it is. It is the worst enemy, is people will research and watch a million YouTube videos on what to do before they even, like, start anything. It's the worst, like, cycle that you can be in, and I've been there so many times. You literally just need to start it right away and suck, and realize that, like, when you're starting, you are going to suck, and it's okay, and you just need to keep going through that. Like, no one's gonna judge your early work anyway. You're not really gonna get that many views. Like, for example, like, when I started my YouTube channel, dude, like, hold on. I literally I just started, like, I didn't really edit the first video at all. It wasn't polished or great in any way, and I started on social media on TikTok. So I was so tired of, like, being scared of posting, I just knew that I needed to start. And then so I posted a video about being scared to start. I was like, "Hey, this is my first I'm afraid to post on social media, and maybe you are too. And if that's you, like, you can follow along on my journey. I've been terrified to post, I've been terrified to start, whatever." That was literally my first video. I just talked about what was on my mind. And then after the first, like, few posts, you get over the fear or people that you know being like, "Oh, it's so cringe." I'm like, I don't give a fuck if you think it's cringe, like, and I don't wanna be like you, I don't wanna have your life, so I'm gonna post. It doesn't matter, and getting over that fear is really difficult as well, like, getting over the fear of, like, judgment from other people for posting on social media. Let's see, great advice. Did the URL come through? No, Bob, the URL didn't come through. Maybe just don't type the .com at the end, just send whatever it is, it might block out URLs. What customer profile do you think I should target for YouTube consulting business? Um, I would probably boring niches will make you more money, because if you're targeting people who are trying to get a lot of views, like making entertainment style content, they're not really making money from the people watching their videos. They're getting money from and, like, sponsorships. So I would do um I don't know, something boring where people are trying to sell something from their channel. Anything where people are making conversions, on the people watching their videos, I think would be a lot better, because then you could take a percentage. Um, YouTube for business, conversions, normal creators, I think I kinda answered that. Just people who are, making money from their customers, or from their viewers. How to get to owner by passing through gatekeeper when cold calling, please help. I think it's a lot easier to pick a niche where you're gonna get to a lot less gatekeepers. I think it's in most businesses, like, I've made, thousands of cold calls, and I've actually knocked, like, thousands of doors. I did door-to-door, sales a while ago, fiber sales, and I made, like, a lot of money from that. So, it is a lot easier to just pick a niche where it is more likely that the owner picks up, like small businesses, HVAC plumbers, um, lawn care, like stuff like that. Otherwise, you're just gonna get to a lot of receptionists, and it is pretty hard to bypass them, because they're literally just trained to tell you that they'll pass on your information to someone else. Um, I know Hormozy always says target rich people and charge high after showing proof that I'm good. Yep. So people using YouTube for leads. Yeah, I would just say people who are um using YouTube to, yeah, to get leads to make money for their business. Because they're probably making more money than the creators that you would be able to target anyway. Because obviously, like, you're not gonna sign, like, Mr. Beast as a client. So The huge channels that are already making a lot of money already have like a strategist or they're already good at it. So the people who are bad at it are probably business owners who are trying to do content and don't have time to learn the content game like you do. So I would learn the content game, I would like study how Hormozy does conversions and CTAs on his like more Mosey's channel, and then try to help people do that if that's the direction you're trying to go. Platin web with dot design. I'm in Czechia, so it's not in English. Maybe Google Page Translate will work. I don't know. Let me see. Platin web dot design. Let's see. Yeah, bro, this is oh, I can translate it. This is already like way more advanced than you need it to be. I'll be so honest with you, dude. Like you don't need to focus any more time on fixing stuff here. Like this is people can clearly see that you understand how to build a website and it looks pretty professional. So I would, and you even have FAQs on here, which is good. But yeah, obviously I don't exactly know how to do. I don't really understand everything that's going on here, but this is already like pretty good. I wouldn't waste any more time fixing the website. I would just get started on cold calling because you're not gonna. It's like productivity masturbation if you're editing the website anymore. And I've done that too, to be honest. Like, oh, hold on, I wasn't even sharing my screen, was I? Here you go. Free marketing for you, dude, to the 9 viewers in my chat. Bob. Yeah, so what I was saying is basically this is already advanced enough. It looks great. So I would just get straight to outreach. I wouldn't waste any more time on this. It looks really good, by the way. The problem with that is I feel like I can't really measure how well a channel gets leads. Well, if you're getting, I can analyze their content, but how would I know if their channel converts? Well, you would be working with the client, right? So you would probably have access into their CRM and see how many leads were coming if you already signed a client. If I'm understanding you correctly. Channel gets leads. You can analyze their content. How would they know if their channel converts? Yeah, I mean, if it's your client, they would probably give you a login to their CRM, or you would ask for one, and then you would. Oh, are you asking how you would build like the credibility to get the first one? How would I prepare? Yeah, give me a little more context. Oh, like how you would get credibility. Like, is that? Yeah, exactly. I'm guessing. Not being clear. No, you're good. Credibility. Let me think. How you would get credibility for that. I mean, if we look at like fundamentally how you got credibility, it would be through showing that you know what you're doing. So you would have to. It is kind of tough to get credibility for something like that. You would probably have to work with someone for free. And prove your expertise to them somehow and just say like you're going to work for free as a case study testimonial thing. That's what I did for Patrice. Like when I was doing when I got this client Patrice for video editing like 2 years ago, I didn't have any content creators that I was working for before, and I just told her that I would work for free on the first few videos until she thought that my work was quality, and then she started paying me like $100 a video, $300 a video, and then I was editing like VSLs for her clients and stuff. So I would literally just do outreach to people like this on YouTube. I actually got this client Patrice through commenting on like a bunch of our YouTube videos saying like, "Hey, I saw that you didn't have like edited content, whatever, I would be happy to do it for you for free. I'm 17 years old trying to start my business. I'm obsessed with Alex Ramosi, and I will work for 12 hours a day for you for free until you think that it's worth the money. That's exactly what I did. Maybe I should find someone on school that has a community, then offer to work for them for free. Yeah, I mean, or maybe find them on YouTube because not everyone on school is going to have a YouTube channel. I guess you could find people on school and then DM them and say like, "Hey, I think it would be beneficial if you started a YouTube channel promoting your community." But I think that would be harder if you just go straight to the source, which would be people on YouTube trying to push people to their school. That would probably be better. Yeah. Um, I had one more thing I wanted to say. Um, what was it? Right, I should look for someone already doing it. Yeah, look for someone who's already doing it like poorly that you know you could help, and then basically just explain your situation. Tiana, do you have my Instagram? You can DM me on Instagram, and I can talk with you more about that because that's pretty interesting. If your name's even Tiana Q, I don't even know if that's your real name. That's just what I've been calling you. Oh, maybe I shouldn't ask for your Instagram because you're chronically online and trying to get off Instagram. So maybe we should do something else. But just send me a DM on Instagram and I can talk with you more on there. Curious how many Ivana Ivana. I hope I'm saying it right. Ivana. Send me a DM on Instagram. Curious how many days and cold calls did it take for you to get your first client? What was your service? So I got my first client. I actually booked him my first day of cold calling. But I don't wanna set unclear expectations, like, I've done sales before. When I was 16, I did, like, door-to-door mowing lawns, for, like, an entire summer, and then I did cold outreach on, like, Facebook and Nextdoor for the same thing, then I did video editing, and I did cold outreach on YouTube. Then I ran a marketing company doing fiber optic internet sales where I, like, recruited a bunch of my friends, taught them all how to sell, and we were going door to door, and I did, like, 400, downline deals over the course of the summer and made, like, $45,000. So I have done sales before. Uh, I I made I will say that I made like 700 cold calls to get to where I am right now, which is 1,500 MRR. Actually, I've done slightly more. I've probably done like 750 around, but I haven't been cold calling consistently now. I would say if you're just starting, I would do the rule of 100, which is in the leads book. And if you haven't gotten the leads book, or if you don't feel like buying a book, you can go to acq.com and you can do the leads course. So acquisition.com/training/leads. I would literally just go through this and apply what Alex Ramosi says in here in the cold outreach playbook. And I would just copy that and do 100 cold calls a day for 100 days. Or at least for as long as it takes to get a few clients that you then learn how to deliver. Also, Dude OK 76. I posted videos on my channel going over like what I did to if you're still there, Dude OK. Let me know if you're still there because I'm gonna go through here and show you what I did. I did what Alex Ramosi says and got my first 7 clients in 2 weeks. So I would go watch this video because I kind of broke down everything that I did. And then I did the same thing here. So here's my first payment 4 months ago, just hit 585 MRR. Yeah, I would watch these and then do Hormozi's leads course. And then obviously, dude, the most important thing is just volume. Volume negates luck. Alex Hormozi, that's my favorite quote. It's in my bio everywhere. I would 100% do that. Just do as much volume as you can. And then obviously you iterate every time. So like you make a cold call, you see, okay, that one went terribly. What did I do wrong? I'm going to fix that thing. We're going to make a better cold call. This is cold call number 2. At least it was better than number 1. And then after doing that like 1,000 times, you are probably like the goal should just be to have your 1,000th cold call be better than your first cold call. Um or 100th cold call, whatever. It doesn't really matter on the number, but just iterate every time, make sure that you're getting better, and just volume. Just start right away if you haven't started. I would Yeah, I got you. Thanks a lot, bro. Of course, man. I would just start cold calling as soon as you can, because you can watch a million videos on cold calling and read a million things. Even Hormozy stuff, like you could read this book a million times and you're gonna learn more from like your first day of cold calling than reading the leads book a million times. So I would just start, and then you would actually have context. So to be honest, I would rather you like make a day for cold calling and just do like 100 dials and then go and do the leads course. So then you can see like, oh, okay, I can see what I was doing wrong. Let me fix that. And then tomorrow you're going to fix whatever you were doing wrong the day before, and stuff like that. Are you running ads yet, Bob? No, I'm not running ads yet. I was planning on doing, actually, after doing this, like spontaneously just doing this live stream and talking to people for 2.5 hours, my voice is actually kind of getting tired. I'm not going to lie. So I'm going to end the stream here in a few minutes. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to build out a system in Claude that will bleep out sensitive information so I can actually do my cold calls live. I think that would be awesome if I could set that up, because that's way more interactive. And then I can talk with you guys in the chat like in between cold calls, which is awesome. What do you think that is stopping you, if there is? I don't really understand. Stopping me from what? Stopping me from cold calling? I hate cold calling. Stopping me from working. I don't have anything stopping me from working. I pretty much still work for like 8 hours, 8 to 12 hours a day usually, just on like Claude stuff or for my bigger commercial HVAC client. But stopping me from cold calls is definitely that I just don't like making cold calls. And I'm split between two decisions of either going deep with my bigger client who I'm doing more advanced SEO and automations with, or going all in into like the AI websites and simple GHL automations, which is my decision. But if I am going to be cold calling, I'm going to be doing, you guys can let me know what you think in the chat. I said this earlier in the stream, but I'm pretty sure everyone who's watching right now is newer. I'm still thinking about this, but this is my current thought process, is that I'm going to do the rule of 100. So 100 cold calls a day for 100 days and record the entire thing. So my Claude system, which if you have seen my shorts on Instagram, TikTok, or YouTube, I don't make any of these. Like I built my Claude system in anti-gravity that I've built out, clips up all of this stuff for me. Like I don't even have to do this at all, which is pretty cool. So what I would want to do is live stream, now that I've tried this, is live stream my 100 cold calls per day and have the Claude system like bleep out sensitive information like phone numbers and addresses and stuff. And then have the Claude system clip up that live stream and then push it to my Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok through Posties. So the platform I'm using to schedule content is Posties, which has an API that my Claude code is connected to. Let me know in the comments if you guys want me to share the system. Like if you guys make content, I think this is actually pretty valuable. It's kind of like Opus Clip, but it's like tailored to you. I can give it away in like a Git repo for free, and you guys can mess around with it. Are you using snapshots or making your own automations mostly? For four of my clients, I'm using snapshots that I got from Kai Stone. And then for my actually 5 of my clients, I'm using the snapshots. No, 4, because the one is just email quote form, whatever. But then for my HVAC, my bigger commercial HVAC client, I've built out everything. Like all that stuff is Zapier and Claude agents that has been automation for him. And the SEO stuff I learned all by myself from YouTube. I think he's referring to why you're not running ads yet. Oh yeah, probably. I actually, why am I not running ads yet? I would probably say because one, I don't have the money to run ads right now, but I do have MRR, so I could have the budget going into ads. It's just like a whole different channel. Like I want to get the cold calling channel down first, because Hormozy says focus one channel, one avatar, one one product, one channel, one avatar, to get to, yeah, yeah, I'm coming. To get to 100K a year, one product, one channel, one avatar, which is what I want to do. So cold calling is what I want to do to get there, and then I'll start running ads when I want to scale it up. But also through cold calling, I've realized that it's like a huge content opportunity. It would be pretty cool if I can live stream cold calls and then have Claude clip it up like it does. I think that would be really good. Shane, cold calling, not yet. I'm gonna figure out a way to do cold callings on live so that my Claude system can bleep out sensitive information. Bro, let's connect. I have my own SaaS as well as my CTO is a CS Cornell grad as well as he's my partner. We're both 22 doing this. Oh, that's awesome, bro. Shane, Go High Level, bro, and Slack. I don't understand what you mean. I use Go High Level and Slack. Yeah. That's pretty cool, dude. We're both 22 doing this. Yeah, let's connect. Send me a DM on Instagram. Mario, hey man, what's your short-term / long-term goals? Shane, for a dialer. Yeah, dialer I use Wave on Go High Level. WAVV. Mario, short-term, long-term goals. Long-term goals, be Hormozy's best friend. I'm just joking. Big business, big personal brand. And a community of entrepreneurs who I can help for free. My IG is just my name, Austin Wallach, same profile picture as it is on YouTube. And then my short-term goal is really just to figure out like how I'm gonna decide between working with the bigger commercial HVAC client or scaling up cold calls and doing a lot of volume there, which I feel like there's a world where I can do both. But it is kind of tough. Short term, I want to up the MRR so that I can like real short term goal is to be able to like sustainably live by myself because right now at 1,500 MRR, I currently cannot afford to live by myself, which is why I'm in my parents' basement, as you can see, uh, as you can see here. Why are you waiting to bleep info from cold calls? It's all public info. You think so? You think I'm allowed to do that? I just feel bad like sharing. I don't think it would actually be like a huge problem. I just don't know if it's legal for me to be cold calling live. Did you get my DM, bro? I'll check now. I'm using my phone to record, so I'll check after the stream. Okay, Mario, thank you. I will look into that and see like everything I need to do to make sure that it's compliant and I'm like not breaking the law by cold calling live. Bob, I'd not risk it honestly. Yeah, I mean, let me look after the stream. I'm gonna look into it. And then I'm gonna figure out how I can at least if I can't actually if it's not legal for me to cold call with all the information being bleeped, I will figure out a way to have the stream be slightly delayed so that I can cold call live because I think this is so much cooler. If I can cold call and talk to you guys in the chat at the same time and like get feedback and stuff, that would be awesome. Hey man, you are my inspo. I appreciate you, Cam. Let me know how long have you been watching my channel? Did you just find the stream or have you been watching for a while? Ask ChatGPT right now what states you can cold call on YT Live. What is a one-party, two-party state? Yeah, Colorado is a one-party state actually. I have actually looked into that. Let me do one. Let me just see. Can I cold call on YouTube Live? Do I need to bleep information? Cam for a while, almost 2 months ago. Oh, that's so cool, dude. What are you doing a business? How old are you? What's your situation? I'd love to know.
Man, talking for this long is insane. It's actually like hurting my voice is getting tired. When I'm getting a phone on my call. Hold on, my best friend just texted me. I'm coming. I found your channel. I watch such vids on business a lot and just found out about your channel because of this live. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, so you guys like the live content? I think this is so much more fun for me. Doing the lives. All right, Tiana, yo, I have to go now, but it was nice talking. I appreciate the advice. Yeah, of course. Thanks for tuning in. I'll get to your DM now if you DM me after this live stream when I'm done recording. Have a good one. Yeah, have a good one, Tiana. Or actually, it's not Tiana. Shit, I forgot your name. Ivana. Have a good one, Ivana. Also, bro, you got like 6 viewers. Not meant to bash you, bro, but don't let us stop you. Hope you find my messages more pushing you towards success rather than bashing. Dude, I don't think about the views at all. This content will be on the internet for forever. So, the whole point of this thing is to document like the early stages of the journey because I feel like I haven't really seen people do that very well. So this is me documenting from my parents' basement, showing you what it's like to start a business, dropping out of college, going like the unconventional route. Yeah, I sent it. Okay, perfect. I'll check it. I like the unedited or live videos, honestly. Yeah, okay. I'm definitely gonna figure out how to do the cold calling live. Because I think that would be great, and then have my Claude system clip it. I found your channel. I watched videos on business. Just found out about your channel because of this live. Yeah, that's so cool, dude. I definitely need to do this more. This is way more engaging and fun for me to do than just talking to the camera. Mario, love to see it. Keep up the lives. Not gonna lie, super cool. Would love to see some right now. Yeah, dude. Okay, I can't do it right now. I need to go eat lunch. But I am gonna do that. If you're subscribed to the channel, you will definitely be seeing more cold calls coming from me, and more lives because this is honestly really fun for me. Cool. Let me see. Legally, you probably can disclose at the top of every call and changes the content more than law does. Consent law, Colorado is one party consent. So you can record without asking. Like to bleep anything at all, direct dial and cell numbers, including anything you read aloud off the CRM, personal names, business names. One network to Colorado country and talk to each other. One clip of them getting short with you. Business name on it is more damage. Okay, yeah. I do think I need to figure out a way to blur like some stuff just so I don't like annoy people, even if it is legal. I don't wanna upset people by live streaming. I really just wanna share what it's like, and then some people who are like just getting into business and cold calling can kind of maybe try to learn from what I'm doing. If I'm better than you, if you're better than me, I would appreciate your feedback in the chat. If you're watching my cold calling, I would love to see it. I'm right now trying to build my business using GHL, offering free websites if people know me, but cold calling sucks. Yeah, Cam, cold calling does suck. I hate cold calling, but it's what you got to do. But yeah, that's awesome. All right, guys, I'm gonna have to. My voice is going away now. I'm gonna have to end the stream here. This was really fun. I'm definitely gonna be live streaming more because I absolutely love this. This is way more fun than making YouTube videos. But I appreciate everyone watching. I appreciate all the comments and support, and I hope that I answered your questions or helped you out in some way. My name's Austin Wallach. I'm documenting the journey of starting and growing business from my parents' basement. Subscribe to follow my journey and have a great rest of your day.